What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, share and also comment. So guys, in today's video I want us to watch this video from Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traore, he is shaming those corrupt, puppet and sellout Caribbean and African leaders by doing more development to his country. So kindly guys, watch this video, then I'll be back with more comment.
Guys, please take a look at this. I bet you that many of you have not seen or have heard what just happened in Burkina Faso on 11th of March 2025. Ibrahim Traore handed over machines, tractors to agricultural sector in Burkina Faso, to their military, equipment, machines, tractors, worth of 13 billion CFA francs. Now, when you convert this 13 billion CFA francs to US dollars, it will give you 21 million US dollars. Just in a day, Ibrahim Traore splashed this money. Just in a day. Take a look at what is happening right now. He said he wants to improve agricultural sector in Burkina Faso and their security. Take a look at what is happening just in a day. This man splashed this amount of money. Take a look at tractors worth of 21 million US dollars. Many of you have not seen this. Many of you have not heard of this. I'm just presenting it to you right now. This is what is going on in Burkina Faso. Please, what else will Burkina Faso citizens will be asking from this man again that this man have not done for them? What else? Security. This man have solved 90% of their security issue. We have not been hearing of terrorist activities in Burkina Faso. Again, this man have solved that problem. This man have built thousands of hospitals, schools, factories, roads, many things this man have built in Burkina Faso. Let me remind you that Ibrahim Traore is doing all of these things without collecting loan. Without collecting loan. He have not collected loan from IMF, from World Bank. Just Burkina Faso mineral resources, their raw material. This man is generating all these incomes from doing all these things in Burkina Faso. Take a look at even their military. They now have model hospitals. Their military have model hospitals in Burkina Faso. When you get injured immediately, they will treat you immediately. Model hospital in Burkina Faso. Just watch. Use your eyes and watch what is going on in Burkina Faso. Every day, this man is doing miracles. Miracles, not one. Just watch.
Frontline defending Burkina Faso's sovereignty. In regions where conflict and instability have posed significant challenges, ensuring timely and effective medical attention for soldiers is not only a matter of health, but of morale and strength. Soldiers who know they are supported and valued fight with greater courage and determination. The presence of this mobile field hospital...
This man needs our prayers. This man, we need to protect him. African youth, we need to protect Ibrahim Traore. This man have opened our eyes. Have opened our eyes. We are now thinking logically, critically. Africans are now thinking. This man, what this man is doing, only him, fearless. And they are trying to pull him down, but they will never succeed. The kind of love this man has for Burkina Faso citizens,
lands to the soldier safeguarding the nation's borders. His commitment to strategic development and effective governance is setting Burkina Faso on a path towards sustainable growth and improved quality of life. His leadership style resonates deeply with the values of integrity, action, and empathy. By ensuring that agricultural workers have the tools they need and that soldiers receive the care they deserve, President Traore is not just addressing policy objectives, but nurturing the heart of the nation. These initiatives also reflect his understanding that true progress is multifaceted, encompassing economic stability, social welfare, and national security.
Guys, Burkina Faso just launched its own pharmaceutical plant and national construction company. So, according to Burkina Faso's Ministry of Health, this plant is going to take care of production of local generic drugs for the citizens at lower cost, and is also going to make Burkina Faso one of the leaders of health innovation in Africa. I mean, this is huge. This is really huge. We all know that over 70% of medicines that is used in Africa are imported from other countries, especially Europe and America. But right now, Burkina Faso wants to be self-reliant on their own drug, on their own generic drug made by themselves. And this is going to be a game changer for the whole of Africa, because it's going to make, even Burkina Faso itself is going to make the country to be one of the leaders in healthcare innovation. You know what that means? They can export to other African countries once this plant is completed. And they also launched national construction company. I mean, take a look at this video. You can see a lot of excavators they bought, a lot of trucks. You can see there. This is huge. I mean, this construction company is going to focus on building infrastructures, building of road, repairing of road. I mean, building every facility that is needed in Burkina Faso. Just give Burkina Faso 20 years. Believe me, Burkina Faso will compete with Dubai. Believe it. Because these guys, they are just giving me joy. They are really trying. They are really doing well. Honestly, when I say that Ibrahim Traore is a focused man, he's an action man. He knows what he's doing and he's doing it.
The first cans of tomato concentrate made in Burkina from the tomato processing plant in Bobo Dioulasso, Burkina's second largest city. Local tomato processing is now a reality thanks to contributions from the local population. This venture into value addition will create great opportunities not only for the city but for the country.
We used to have problems with sales, and when producers managed to export, it was to Cote d'Ivoire. There too, the tomatoes rot on the way. With the arrival of the plant, this handicap has been dealt with.
The transitional president, Captain Ibrahim Traore, invited Burkinabes to subscribe to the shareholding for the plant, eliminating the need for external aid. The plant will help to mitigate waste in the tomato sector due to insufficient storage and processing infrastructure.
This is part of the industrialization process. We can only be proud of our approach, which is understood by the people. The message for the Burkinabe is to have confidence, because this is concrete proof, and I invite the Burkinabe to continue to subscribe to the popular shareholding program. Endogenous development is a doctrine. We can only develop through ourselves.
For the people of Bobo, this plant will bring a new lease of life and provide an economic boost to the country's second largest city. The factory will be processing locally grown tomatoes into paste, puree, and sauces.
So guys, believe me when I tell you that Burkina Faso's president, Ibrahim Traore, is ahead of many European leaders in the world right now, and American leaders as well. So after the USA government released a statement that they are going to, stop the release of funds to Africa through USAID, this is what Ibrahim Traore did. He transformed, the prisoners in Burkina Faso into farmers, and right now they are producing a whole lot of food for the country, and they can actually live independently through their agriculture without depending on any foreign aid from any other country. These European countries think that maybe Africans cannot do without them, but this man is proving them wrong right now with what he's doing. I think Africa is a great continent, and without us, the Europeans and the Americans cannot survive. But let me tell you something, without them, we can survive, because we are blessed with every natural resources that in this world. So what he did is that he transformed those prisoners into farmers, and right now, all of them are working in the farm. So this is what he's trying to do. The more you work in the farm, the more your J term is reduced. So if you are supposed to spend 5 years imprisonment, as you continue to work in the farm, the J term keep reducing. And this is going to actually make, the prisoners to come to their senses, because he's trying to rehabilitate them so they can become more useful to the country instead of going back to their previous life. And many of them are surely going to repent, because this is actually one of the ways he's granting them presidential pardon. And they are so happy with this. And believe me, this guy is the best president in Africa. Unlike other African countries that are corrupt and then leaders stealing money anyhow, this guy is actually righting the wrongs of many leaders in Africa right now. Ibrahim Traore has shown that many countries in Africa don't have leaders, but only politicians in Agbada. What do you know about Ibrahim Traore? What do you think about this man?
If we make the effort to always be alongside the private sector, it's also a message to encourage them to continue in this direction, because they have understood our message of industrialization, of creating jobs for the Burkinabe youth. Investing is a risk. Every investment is a risk, but one must have boldness and courage. And if they had the courage to invest, it doesn't go unnoticed, as he so rightly said. I think the ministry has also done everything to support and advise them. And with the postal bank as well, as he mentioned, this is a message to tell others who are still hesitant to venture into industrialization that now is the time, because this is the very first detergent production unit in Burkina Faso. Since Burkina has existed, we have been importing detergents. How many jobs are created, and the national market needs these detergents? So, we will continue to encourage all those who have taken the initiative to venture into industrialization, support them, and help them move forward so that our country becomes industrialized and prosperous. This is what led us to be present and to help support them.
Et que nous puissions les accompagner pour qu'elles atteignent leur objectif. À l'endroit de toutes les femmes, c'est les encourager à continuer à se battre. Elles sont des battantes, en témoin celles qui travaillent ici, qui passent toute la nuit à garder leur champ. Ce n'est pas facile avec tous les problèmes d'eau. Nous mettrons tout en œuvre pour les permettre d'atteindre leur objectif, de s'émanciper et de pouvoir jouir pleinement de leurs activités. Donc c'est bonne fête à toutes les femmes et que le combat qu'elles mènent pour leur émancipation puisse aboutir et que nous puissions les accompagner pour qu'elles atteignent leur objectif. Et c'est où vous puisez l'eau?
Il y avait un début, donc ça casse côté. Donc elle part jusqu'à 1 km pour avoir le même barrage.
Et puiser là-bas pour amener ici. Wow. Elle part puiser avec quoi? Il y a des possibilités de fourrer quand même.
Oui.
Qu'on peut peut-être transformer en retenue d'eau ou quelque chose.
Ici, là où elle puise l'eau, là. On peut, elle avait demandé même ça.
Ok.
Élargir, quoi.
Ok. Ça, c'est les haricots simples.
Oui.
En tout cas, on est très contents et je pense que on va venir payer l'oignon là aussi. Et puis aux haricots verts, tous les jours ce sont les jours de la femme. Et l'émancipation c'est ça, c'est travailler pour pouvoir nourrir et aider aussi la famille. Et un pays, c'est un ensemble de familles. S'il n'y a pas de famille, il n'y a pas de pays. Et pour tenir une famille, c'est vous les femmes. S'il n'y a pas de femmes, il n'y a pas de famille. Paralazaka, Kauto. On veut souhaiter bonne fête à toutes les femmes du Burkina. Les encourager à... C'est vous qui pouvez faire ça et nous sauver. Et je compte sur vous. Et surtout aussi, conseiller la jeune génération. Notamment les jeunes garçons comme les jeunes filles à la maison. Donc on compte sur vous. Inch'Allah, le Burkina sera meilleur comme on veut. D'accord? Donc vive les femmes. Et Inch'Allah, votre émancipation, ça va être une réalité. D'accord? Merci beaucoup, je suis très content et on fera tout pour vous satisfaire très rapidement. Pour que les gens n'aient pas à monter la garde jusqu'à toute la nuit ici. Alors on m'a dit que jusqu'à 2 h du matin, et puis les maris viennent remplacer pour monter la garde. Ah non, ça c'est pas facile. Bon courage et Inch'Allah, non, j'aime ça. Merci beaucoup.
Le capitaine Thomas Sankara disait « Osez inventer l'avenir ». Et nous allons ajouter « par nous et pour nous ». Donc c'est ce qui nous a motivés à nous lancer donc dans ce développement endogène. 3 mois après, nous arrivons à poser donc la première pierre. C'est très important parce qu'il y a eu de l'engouement donc dans la souscription et c'est le lieu aussi d'encourager les gens à avoir confiance, à continuer à souscrire les Burkinabés de l'intérieur comme de la diaspora parce que c'est par nous que nous pourrons tout faire pour les Burkinabés.
L'activité de transformation de tomates va aboutir donc au produit fini qu'est le concentré de tomates qui sera commercialisé au Burkina Faso et dans d'autres pays. D'un coût prévisionnel d'investissement de 5 milliards, l'usine de Bobo-Dioulasso permettra la création d'au moins 100 emplois directs et 5000 emplois indirects.
Ce jour est mémorable comme le disaient donc les prédécesseurs. C'est la concrétisation donc d'une idéologie que nous sommes en train de développer. C'est pour la population et c'est fait par la population. Donc ils pourront suivre régulièrement donc l'utilisation de leurs fonds et tout ce qui va en découler.
Excellency Captain Ibrahim Traore, President of Burkina Faso, Head of State. We, the children of Burkina Faso, are here today on the occasion of World Children's Day to share with you the point of our meeting at the hemicycle. This year, we have had an incredible experience. We sat in the Legislative Assembly of Transition as deputies under the presidency of the President of the ALT. During this session, we asked important questions to the ministers about the promises you made to us during our meeting last year. With the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and National Solidarity, we talked about the measures that have been taken since last year to further protect children from child marriages. Concrete actions have been carried out this year to move children away from orphanages and allow them to continue their education. With the Minister of Health, we asked questions about your commitment to strengthening free care for women and children. We asked for the progress made this year so that this commitment becomes a reality for all families. We also asked where the construction of the hospital was, mother-child, so that children and their mothers can be better cared for. With the Minister of Elementary Education, Literacy and Promotion of National Languages, represented by his counterpart, the Minister of Secondary Education and Professional and Technical Training, we discussed 2 things: your promise to make schools free for all in Burkina Faso. We asked where this promise is and when all children will be able to go to school without danger, and actions that have been taken this year so that schools are better adapted to the needs of disabled children and that they can learn in good conditions. We were very happy to hear the minister's answers. We were very happy to know that marriage has been brought back to 18 years old and that several activities are being carried out to prevent children's work in orphanages. And there is even a green number to denounce those who make children work. We have also learned that the government puts 30 billion francs each year so that children under the age of 5 and pregnant women can be treated for free. Also, the discussions that started for the construction of the hospital, mother-child, and the ground is already acquired. And in 2025, the work will begin. Finally, for children to go to school for free, every year we build a lot of schools, and we have offered several living children with a disability-adapted material for their education. They told us that actions are already underway, and that others will soon be put in place. Excellency, Mr. President of Burkina Faso, take our concerns to heart and work to improve our lives. We also had a special moment with the president of the ANT, where we presented a film that we made for FESPACO 2025. This project allowed us to share our stories, our dreams, and what we want for our country. Excellency, Mr. President of Faso, even if we see progress, we still have 3 big requests to make. 1. Excellency, Mr. President of Faso, we have heard that even if the law has brought back marriage at 18, there is the exception at 16. Could you tell them to fix it at 18, without exception if possible? This will protect all girls against early marriage and will allow them to stay in school and live their childhood. 2. Excellency, Mr. President of Burkina Faso, we are happy that you set up May 15th to allow us to know our tradition, but we are afraid that our grandparents and grandmothers think they can excuse the girls and marry the children. We would like to ask you, if possible, to take the floor officially to explain to them the meaning of May 15th, a day of customs and traditions in all languages. 3. Excellency, Mr. President of Burkina Faso, our parents have explained to us that the law provides that children who have committed minor offences do not go to prison, but that they do light work, such as weeding the CSPS, cleaning the schoolyard. Can you ask the judge to apply this decision? This will prevent children from going to prison and being in contact with bad things. 4. Excellency, Mr. President of Burkina Faso, we know that you are listening to us and that you are ready to act to protect us. These changes are very important to us and will allow us to have a better future. Thank you, Excellency, Mr. President of Burkina Faso, for always thinking about us, for protecting us, for supporting us, and for building a Burkina where every child can be safe, go to school and succeed in life. Thank you. Hello, everyone.
You are honorable deputies today. I suppose that in reality, everything went very well. Yes, the ministers were able to respond well. Were they convincing? Okay, thank God. In any case, there are many things that we have undertaken in favor of children, and everything we do is in favor of children. You are the future of this nation. You are the future of the country. So everything we do is for the children. This must already be understood. Every initiative we take is for your well-being. It is so that you can live in good health, go to school, thrive, and do everything you can for the country. Many changes have been initiated. Many things remain to be done. It all depends on the rhythm at which we go. And as you can see, there are many children who were displaced, but who are starting to resume classes little by little in several localities. This is due to the abnegation of the security forces and the VDPs who are on the ground, who give themselves body and soul, who sacrifice themselves day and night so that you, the children, can live in peace and go to school. Just today I was learning in one of the regions. There are at least more than 10,000 children who have resumed classes. Classes have been officially opened, and I think it goes in line with your aspirations, which are that all children can go to school. Educational infrastructures are in full improvement. And I think there are many children among you who come from certain regions who have seen during the rainy season a lot of schools that have disintegrated and therefore have a negative impact on your classes. We have developed a new school model, and we are trying to find ways to implement it everywhere in Burkina Faso so that storms and other natural disasters cannot impact your studies. During the year, there have been a few floods, and in Bogota, there is a school where the waters almost trapped the children. Thank God the firefighters were able to intervene quickly. All this prompted us to think of a school model that will allow children to study safely and to study well. In terms of health, as you say, it is real. We are now launching the Hospital Mère Enfant. Just this week, I had a small meeting with someone from the National Bureau of Major Projects to talk about this, and I hope that in 2025, we will be able to launch it. The ambition is that you go to school for free and that we can take care of you for free. This is our objective, and we are working to make it happen. This is also our dream, and this is why we are fighting. In the mines, we have opted for a technology that has been developed in Burkina Faso. As you can see, recently in the region of the Southwest, and before that in the Zorgo zone, we were able to set up these machines that allow the extraction of gold in an ecological way without using chemical products that can be very dangerous for children and adults, but also that prevent children from coming to the mine and doing some very painful work. So we are developing all these initiatives so that children do not find themselves on the mining sites, breaking stones that are quite painful, or inhaling dangerous chemical substances. So we are working on this so that as soon as possible, in a very short time, we will no longer hear about children on the mining sites. And regarding some of the issues that you have just mentioned, we have noted, we are going to see it is the Code of Persons and Families. The paragraph that deals with this situation of authorization for 16 years is not the authorization of parents only. There is the person concerned. So we will see if there is a place to readjust to adapt to what you want. But we wish that at the age of 18, there is this freedom to choose whether to go to a union or not. At 18, we no longer have a child, so that we can set the age at 18. But we are going to reflect on this paragraph of the Code of Persons and Families and see what can be done. The other grants also are current grants. As you said, we are going to see what can be done with the sectoral and ministerial departments. And I suppose that next year, if God pleases, you will be able to ask them questions about a start of execution of what you want. Traditions and customs are not only what you have said. We have noticed that many people can confuse things. But understand that we continue to educate, to raise awareness, and to explain to people why these days. I think that we went to the museum to see some cultural values that are specific to us. It was also a message to all the actors so that they understand that what we are looking for are some very important values in our cultures that we have left behind, but that could be useful for us. This is what should be expressed. I will give you an example. You see, there are in some villages people who had knowledge of forging who were able to take the earth and extract the iron. But today, are there children who are initiated in this? Are there young people who know how to do it? I don't think so. But still, we buy the iron from the outside. Do you understand? Yet in our cultures, there was this. But we lost it. In our cultures, when I went to the museum, I saw that there were types of constructions that we had that should allow us today, in the context of war, to face the enemy easily. But we lost a lot of things. In short, there are so many positive things in our culture. This is what we want to leave behind. But everything is a matter of communication. We will continue to communicate and to raise awareness about the drifts that can come from the misunderstanding of the 15 meters, and that it does not go in the direction of the decision or anything else that could be harmful to anyone. We can assure you that we are working in full conscience so that you are very good citizens of tomorrow. This country belongs to you. It is up to you to take it. We will instill a certain number of values in you and pass these values on to your children. Tomorrow, you will have children. You will be in our place, and you will also give everything so that your children are in better condition than you. When I listen to you today, you are better than us. We want your children to be better than you. So we have to instill a certain number of values in you. And today at school, we have introduced a certain number of subjects. Civil education, which I teach at the Ministry of Teachers. It is to train you in patriotism so that you can take back your country. And it requires a certain number of values that you have to understand and put into practice every day. There is agriculture, if we can call it that, which will be initiated. The small gardens that you will take back to school to start doing in a practical way certain things that you imagine. And I know that there are many people who like these activities, who may do them by constraint, but if you are initiated, it will allow others to start later when they grow up and to choose their career elsewhere. So even the jobs, a certain number of small jobs will be introduced at school so that those who have a passion for mechanics, electricity, etc., can, from a certain age, start to touch the finger in a practical way, and to be able to specialize at some point to be very efficient in the field they have chosen. This is a number of innovations that we are introducing at school. But we are still listening. Maybe you can think about something and make contributions. So you are not just children. Don't say that you can't contribute something. You can think, make proposals to your supervisors. They will make us go up, and it will allow us to improve many things. Do we understand each other? So don't worry, we are doing everything so that you can be very good citizens and that you can live with dignity, the resources of your country, and that you have a promising future. This is our fight, and we will continue to fight for it. Thank you very much for coming to say hello. I am very happy to welcome you. I am always very happy to be among the children. If I could spend all my days with you, I would do it. But you have to go to work. I also have to go to work. But I hope we will meet again very soon. We will always be proud to welcome you and to exchange with you. Thank you very much to all. Good luck and a good school year above all, and that everyone has the results they expect at the end of the year. Thank you.
We can connect as many provincial capitals as possible, allow our goods to flow, and let people travel smoothly. In the field of urban planning, we are in a process of reshaping our cities. And if you notice, the cities are too large, but the sanitation infrastructure and others are not keeping up. This results in us wading through mud and not having enough sanitation. This creates many diseases for us, which can lead to epidemics. We have a process to concentrate the city through high-rise constructions. For that, we have a plan that we have established to be able to go from one neighborhood and concentrate the maximum and now extend to other neighborhoods.
I hope you have watched that video from Ibrahim Traore. You have seen the development that Ibrahim Traore he is doing to his country, and for sure I can tell you that Ibrahim Traore he is shaming those corrupt, puppet and sellout Caribbean and African leaders, because Ibrahim Traore is our youngest African president. Yeah, and also he has not stayed for long period in power. He has recently come into power. He has not even finished 5 years in power. But the things that Ibrahim Traore he has achieved, he has ashamed those African and Caribbean leaders who they have stayed in power for more than 5 years, for more than 10 years, 30, 50, or even 80 years. We have some our African and Caribbean president who they have stayed for a longer period in power, but they have done nothing to their people, to their country. But Ibrahim Traore, he has come out and ashamed those leaders. And I really love Ibrahim Traore because he's that one leader also. He's showing the people, the African people, the black people, how the leaders, they need to do it. Yeah, he's forcing the leaders to follow his footsteps, because Ibrahim Traore, since he has come into power, we have seen a lot of development that it is happening in Burkina Faso. Yeah, we have seen Ibrahim Traore changing the colonizer system in Burkina Faso. We have seen Ibrahim Traore getting out the Western military in his country. He has managed to kick out the Western militaries. Why are the Western militaries, what are they doing in Burkina Faso? And yet we don't have Burkina Faso military in their country. So this is also to tell you that these Western militaries that we are still having in our African country, also we need to remove them. Yeah, what are they doing in our country? And yet we black people, we don't have our military to their country. What are they guarding? Are they guiding us black people, or are they guiding our resources that they usually take it from here in Africa? So they need to get out of Africa, this Western military. Yeah, that's one of the things also that Ibrahim Traore has done. He removed and kicked out the Western military. They went back to their country. And also some of the things that Ibrahim Traore also has managed is in the health sector, in the agriculture sector. Ibrahim Traore, he has managed to do a lot. We have seen he has bought over 20 million tractors to do agriculture. And also Ibrahim Traore recently, he said that those people who they have been jailed, the prisoners, they need to come out and go to work in the farm. So what I really love about Ibrahim Traore is that one leader who exactly uses his brain. He's not using the brain from the Western country like our other Caribbean leaders. These our other African leaders, they always use the brain from the Western, because the Western people, they usually control them. They are telling them that follow this order. If you are not going to follow this order, we will bring you down. Those are some of the threats that they usually give to our African leaders. And also they usually come with money. If they can see that leader is not doing according to this, how the Western people they want, they usually come out with so much money. They bribe our leaders with money. They give them much of money so that our leaders can do whatever the things that these people they want to do. So I really love what Ibrahim Traore is doing. He's also influencing our African and Caribbean leaders. Yeah, Ibrahim Traore has become an inspirational and also influential to our leaders, because Ibrahim Traore has managed to tell us that we can still do it without the Western people in our country. We can still do it without depending to the Western people. Even if the Western people, they are going to cut our relationship with them, we can still do it. Yeah, but it is the point that our African leaders, they are missing. They usually think when the Western countries, they are cutting their relationship with Africa or any black countries, the Caribbean, we black people, we are going to suffer. No, we are not going to suffer, because Africa, we have everything. Our land, it is fertile. We have natural food. The Western people, they don't have natural food. They don't have. It is very rare to find the natural and organic food. But we Africa, every day, we are having organic food. Our land, it is blessed. We have soil, we have oil, we have minerals. Yeah, we have minerals. We have gold. We have our land, it is blessed. We have everything. The only thing that we don't have, it is the paper, that paper which it is called money. And that it is the things that these people, they usually confuse us with. They are giving us this paper which they have given a value. This paper, it is more value than our resources. Who told you that the paper, the money, it is more value than our resources? The resources that God gave us black people, that the resources that we have in our land. So we need also to be more educative as black people. We need to stop getting out our resources by these people giving us this money. Yeah. We need to abolish all this money that these people that are giving us. And because of that, that's why these people, they don't want us black people, as African, to print our own money. They want us to use their money, the dollar. They want us to use the dollar. Last time our African countries came together, and they have one agenda to start printing our own money. But the Western people, they canceled that. They denied our African country to print their own money, because these people, they saw when these people that are going to print their own money, they will become more powerful and more richer than them. So they denied Africa to print the money, because the only thing that we Africans, we don't have, it is that money. And they are denying us to print our own money. Yeah, because they know Africans, they don't have money. Black people, they don't have money. What they have gold, they have oil, they have their resources. But the only thing that we are lacking, it is money. When we will allow these people to print their money, the white people, they are finished. because we'll be having money, we'll be having our resources, we'll be having everything here in Africa. The only thing that we'll be doing it is just to develop our country. And that's why they fear. They don't want Africa to print their own money. They want us black people to use their dollar. And for me, I can tell you that it has come to a point whereby we will be starting to print our own money without having their permission. And Ibrahim Traore is showing us that we can still do it without these people. Yeah, we can still do it without these people. And right now, so many people, they love Ibrahim Traore to a point whereby the Western people, they are very jealousy. They want to bring Ibrahim Traore down. They have tried to assassinate Ibrahim Traore, but there is no any assassination that it has gone through. They have tried. Ibrahim Traore has survived around 11 or 12 assassination attempts. They even tried to bribe Ibrahim Traore bodyguard. They are Ibrahim Traore soldiers to finish him. But I really love Ibrahim Traore soldiers because those soldiers, they are very loyal. And also they know what Ibrahim, they know their countries, they have been wanting a leader like Ibrahim Traore. So when they will finish Ibrahim Traore, it will become very easy to find a leader who is very straight, who is very upright like Ibrahim Traore. And that it is the kind of leaders that we need in our countries, in our black countries today. These leaders who they are still puppet in the Caribbean, here in Africa, we are cancelling them. We are bringing them down. Yeah, because revolution, it has started to us black people. So kindly guys, subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share and also comment. See you on my next one. Bye bye.